Hello, my name is Caleb Carter, and today we're looking at part number 14SM545. This is your 14-inch silver mod trailer wheel. Let's check it out. Alright, so this is your 14-inch silver mod trailer wheel. It has a 5x4.5 bolt pattern. So on the 5 lug, you measure it different than you measure it on like a 6 lug and an 8 lug. So on a 5 lug wheel, you actually measure from center of one stud, skip a stud, and to outside of the third stud. Or you can also measure from center of one stud to center of the other stud, right next to it. But if you measure from center of one stud, skip a stud, and outside of the third stud, then it will be 5 on 4.5 inches. So center of one, skip one, outside of the third one, 5 on 4.5 inches. If you measure from center of stud right here to center of the other stud right next to it, then it will be 2 5/8 inches. So there's two different ways to check. However, most 14-inch, 13-inch, 12-inch wheels, 10-inch, they're all going to be a 4.5-inch bolt pattern. It's mainly the 15-inch wheels that you're going to see have 4 different bolt pattern options. The center bore hole is 3.19 inches. The wheel itself is rated at 1,870 pounds. As you can see, it's a 14 by 6 inch wide wheel. It's silver mod, so it's modular design, meaning it has holes right here, and it's powder coated. And we'll just measure this out real quick. So even though it's 14 inches, it's actually going to measure out wider than that because they measure differently. So if you measure the actual wheel itself, it's going to come out to like 15.25 inches. And they call it 6 inch wide, but if you actually measure it, it's actually 7 inch from outside to outside. 6 inch is going to be from inside to inside where the tire actually beads up on the wheel itself. That's how they really measure it. Uses 1/2 inch studs, which is standard for like 2K axles, 3,500 pound axles, and smaller axles. So if you measure from center of one stud to center of the other stud, right next to it, it's going to be 2 5/8. Or if you measure from center of one stud, skip a stud, to outside of the third stud, you can see it's going to be 4.5 inches. So that's two different ways to measure it right there. Center bore hole is 3.19 or 3 1/8 inch. It has a 0 offset on this wheel, so that means it's going to be right in the center of that hub. And if you need any of these 14-inch wheels, you can get them at trailerpartsunlimited.com or give us a call at 844-898-8687, or just stop by our distribution center here in Huntsville, Texas, and we'd love to help you out. Thanks for watching.